Biden's open borders did go too far, MS Now. First, that was Hillary Clinton in Munich slamming Biden's open borders as destructive and destabilizing. And that was a Democrat strategist on MS Now criticizing that. But Stephen A. Smith says President Trump was right to shut the border. Look who's here from House Oversight. Congressman Tim Burchett. Congressman, it's always good to see you. What do you make of this? You know, none of them are talking about the crimes Americans have suffered from criminal illegal migrants. Congressman Lance Gooden tweeted, if the Biden White House had found 145,000 missing migrant children, it would dominate every front page in America, but there's silence when the Trump administration found them. What do you say?
Well, I think Hillary's washed up, AOC's washed out, and Gavin Newsom just needs a wash. You know, the Democrats better just stick to what they know best, and that's hating President Trump for no reason. And it's clearly this issue. 300,000 kids disappear over the border during the Biden administration. I know you've talked about it for years. Everybody else has too. They find 145,000 kids. That should be on the headlines, but it's not. And I think that just shows the state of the national media in the tank totally. And then when the Democrats wash up, as Hillary and the rest of them did in Munich at our expense, mind you, taxpayers' expense, the national media pretty much goes silent.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Congressman. And, you know, it's really striking that there's still such deafening silence from the far left, from the Democrats, on the fact that government data show there's been more than 662,000 criminal illegal aliens inside the U.S. over the last 40 years, more than 13,000 convicted murderers. That's disruptive and destabilizing to the families who lost loved ones. But Democrats not talking about this.
No, ma'am. They keep talking about ICE separating families. What about those families that have been separated permanently from their loved ones who've been murdered? I think that should be that should be the story that leads the papers every night, because it's still happening in this country. You're still seeing truck drivers killing people. You're still seeing rapes and murders that are having at the hands of illegals, and they're here illegally. You know, if these folks were coming to their house, would they be expected to clean them, bathe them, feed them, give them medicine, educate them? Because that's what the American taxpayers are being asked to do. But every time that they've been delivered to their houses or their communities, what do the liberals do? They have them bust out.
Yeah. Congressman Tim Burchett, we appreciate you so much. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's always good to have you on the show.
Thank you, Liz.